Okay, we have made two questions here. So instead of going ahead, we should go to the setting. We have already uh, we have already made some changes here. For example, make this a quiz, and here you have some options immediately after each submission. It means release marks immediately after each submission. What does it mean? It means if a student submit his response, then immediately he can see his result along with the missed questions, correct answers, and the point values. But if you'll click here later after the manual review, then a student cannot check the answer. What are the pros and cons about this? If a student will immediately check the answer after each submission, then he or she can guide her fellows for the quiz. So it can be unfair. So if you will off this option, then what will happen? See here. Then automatically Google Form required email address. So without a Gmail address, a student cannot appear here. It is not necessary that a student use his or her own email address. He can use anyone's email address of anyone else from his family or friends. So in this setting, it happens and automatically this check appeared here that collect email address and require sign in. Yes, limit to one response only. So respondent will be required to sign in to Google. Again, the same thing is here. So it is better to limit the student for one response and do not show the answers immediately so that the student can use this option for cheating. So save it here. How can you check the responses of the students? How can you get the result? Inshallah, I will discuss in the next video. If you have uh, if you have made this test for half an hour, for example, at 10 o'clock, you switch it on. At 10 o'clock, you have switched it on, and at 10:30, you should switch it off. So now nobody can submit their response after that allocated time. But it's up to you. If you want to give them some leverage, you can extend your time up to 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's up to you. And if you will not stop it, then a student can respond uh, for unlimited time. So what I do usually, uh, if I allocate 30 minutes, then after 40 minutes I switch it off. I give leverage of 5 to 10 minutes for the students because sometimes students submit the responses in a few minutes late and they can miss their responses. Okay, so this is one way. Another important thing that you should know, how students can um, receive your link. And how do you know the link of this test? Click the button send, and here you can see this sign. Click this. Now you can get this link, but you can see it's a very large link, so you can shorten the URL. Click here. There must be a check. This is the link. Copy it and use your email ID. For example, I want to send it to my another email address. So I have written here. And what was the test? It was test number 02, class 9, and here I can paste my URL. Now it is saved to me in my sent item in this email address in my inbox for the another email address, and from there I can share it with other students. I can share it on my WhatsApp group, in my Google Classroom, anywhere where you want to share it. So you can switch your online quiz here, and you can receive the you can start receiving the responses from allocated time, and after the allocated time you can switch it off. That's all. Thank you.